Now I want to talk about tea as a personal practice, and specifically the importance of preparing your space to provide a supportive environment for you to do this practice. So just like a lot of things, like working, sleeping, eating, we have spaces where we have designated to do these things. And I think we do it somewhat unconsciously, and maybe just because it's the way that things are done. But there's a reason why it's important to do these things. And it's because when you specifically designate an area to do a particular thing in, every time you show up to that space, you'll immediately drop into the energy of what you do in that space, right? So if you work in the same place where you eat, then naturally you may choose to focus on both things while, at the same time. You may be eating while you're working or working while you're eating, which takes focus away from one of the things versus the other. So choosing a space where you're going to commit to doing tea is a good idea. It's not essential, but if you're wanting to do this as a cultivation practice, it is a nice thing to pay attention to because it will help you over time. So in this case, I usually set up my tea table, and then it's nice to put items on the table that have meaning to you. You don't want to overclutter your table, but it is nice to have a few totems that just instill a sense of whatever you're trying to cultivate within yourself. Instill peace, instill mindfulness, maybe a picture of someone who does this for you, or an object from nature that does this for you. It's all a personal thing, but put some things that help to energetically influence the space. And next, you start setting up your teaware. For me, it's as simple as this. I have my tea boat, my teapot, my pitcher, and my cup. And this is how I drink tea. And then, you can light some incense, prepare the space a little bit energetically in that way beforehand. I like to light candles. I like to have flowers. I usually, if I'm preparing for a ceremony, I usually will go around with some incense and just prepare the space. And in the preparation of the space, it's as much about what I'm physically doing in the space as it is preparing my mind to settle down and give space to this ceremony, as opposed to being focused on many different things while I'm trying to drink tea, right? So I think that these things are important to do if you really want to develop this deep level of conversation with tea. It's important to prepare and devote yourself and commit to a space from time to time where it's just you and tea, and you're drinking and listening.